So after my surgery, the doctor came around to tell me what they found. This next bit, I'm going to show you some photos of my insides. So if you're squirmy, don't watch this part. So basically my right ovary, they didn't find anything. They didn't find anything at all. Big surprise, my level is like 19 at this point. It's pathetic, it's non-existent, basically, but enough for them to obviously worry about. So they did the laparoscopy, looked around, couldn't find anything, and they did a DNC. What they did notice was there was a bit of a lesion between my uterus and my left ovary, which they struggled to get to. So they had to cut away at it to be able to, you know, get into my ovary. So I'm going to show you some of those photos now. So this is my my right ovary, and then just having a poke around. I think this white bit here is the ovary. Yes, which is just delightful, and that's another shot of it there. And then this is the left ovary here, and this kind of like clear stuff that you see here, this is the lesion that they had to cut away in order to get to my ovary over there. Yay for pictures of my insides. So that's what they had to do there, is cut away at it. And now I've lost my piece of paper with all the dates on it. Oh, here it is. So I came home, I had stitches, I was super bloated because they have to put gas in your tummy to blow you up in order to see everything. So I looked pregnant for about 2 weeks really, and I will insert a clip here of what my belly looked like after that surgery. So this is it, my extremely bloated stomach from all the bandages. You can see I'm starting to bruise. That one looks particularly horrible, and this one hurts the most, but I'm so seriously bloated, it's quite funny. And I had to take 2 weeks off work to recover. I tried to go back early. I tried to go back 3 days early and work just half days so that I could start working full time the next week. Well, the Wednesday went kind of fine. The Thursday went okay. I was feeling so crap, but I just hated the fact that I had to take so much time off work. And I don't know, I have this thing about not wanting my boss to feel like I'm slacking. Anyway, Thursday night I ended up vomiting and I was super nauseous. I was so dehydrated because I just couldn't keep anything down. Myke had to take me to A&E, and surprise, surprise, more blood tests. They had to put in an IV lure. I have the crappiest veins in the world. When I was in hospital, it took them 2 tries to get the IV line in, and I had huge bruises on my hands afterwards. I'll show you a clip of a photo of how swollen my hands were and the bruise that came up afterwards here.
You annoying mama.
At A&E, it took them 3 tries to get my IV line in. I am so dehydrated and feeling so sick. The doctor who eventually got it in was, how shall we say, less than patient with his patients, and really shoved it in there to get it in there. So, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, he's got to get it in. But it was so painful. It was, yeah, really painful getting it in. So they pumped me full of anti-nausea, and they gave me a bag of fluid. I was feeling great after that. And yeah, that's pretty much been this first embryo transfer. It's taken, what, March, April, May, and now basically the beginning of June, yeah, to get over this one cycle. The great thing is that they are letting us try again from June, so I should hopefully be getting my period this week, and if all going to plan, we will do our next embryo transfer in this next upcoming cycle. Oh, I feel like I need to do a big sigh after that. In the midst of despair and anger and hurt and frustration, we have just had the most amazing support and friends and family just gather around us and love us and just, give us what we need. Sometimes that's space, sometimes that's a meal, sometimes that's just a hug and just to cry with us. And I cannot express my thanks enough to all these people who have given us the support that we need. My mum and dad have just been amazing, absolutely amazing, in how they love us and support us. And my brother as well. He's this really tall, I look like the midget in my family. He's this really tall dude, but man, has he just got the most amazing heart for us. And telling him and watching him be upset, that was some of the hardest stuff, that I've had to do. And just being able to fire out texts to people and say, hey, Mel's in hospital, can you just pray? And Myke doing that, obviously, not necessarily me, but it's just been so good to have support. And my heart goes out to people who have to do this alone. Don't ever feel like you have to do this alone. Then there will always be the people that have the stupid comments that, oh, you just need to get over it, or it'll happen in time, or it's in God's plan, or I don't know, some stupid comment that makes you never want to share anything with anyone. But then there's these people in your life who, even though they've never walked it, just know how to support you. And I just cannot express my thanks enough to all those people. And to you girls who, some of you have added me on Facebook, who just message and say, I hope everything's okay, I'm thinking of you. Just please don't do this journey alone. Find people who will love you and support you through it. Because I don't know how we would have got through if it was just Myke and I. In fact, there's no way we could have done it. I just am so grateful for the people that I have in my life. Bottom line. We've done some cool things. Some of the girls from the band, we went to watch Backstreet Boys. I will insert some amazing clips here.
I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Breathe.
The funny thing is, they are so old now. Like, they were so cool when we were teenagers, and they were like fresh-faced, and then they show up close-ups on the screen. You're like, oh, he's got wrinkles, and they're all old dads and stuff. But it was just so much fun, and my heart just so needed to just laugh and act like a teenage girl and scream, and it was so loud. It's the loudest concert just because I've been to, because of the high-pitchedness of, 10,000 screaming 25 to 42-year-olds. And yeah, we've had to take things easy and do the things that we enjoy. And sometimes that means eating takeout and ice cream, and other times that means, going out and hanging with friends. You just got to do what you can to survive. And that means also giving yourself the opportunity to cry. And I've done so much of that. In fact, on Friday night, this last Friday night just been, when I was in the hospital, I took out, I've got this little pad of paper that I keep in my bag, just if I need something from the store, or if I'm taking notes or something. A little scribbling pad. And I pulled that out, and I pulled out a pen, and I just wrote this short note saying goodbye to Emmy. And just saying that, I love you, Emmy, and I'll meet you again one day when we're in heaven together, and until then, he's going to be looking after you. And I kind of forgot about that note. And then when we went out to dinner the other night with Mum and Dad, I was taking everyone's order down to go order, and I saw the note, and it just brought it all back. And so this weekend was really tough. I just wasn't feeling myself because it just kind of brought back all the emotion and all the hurt and pain. And it's really hard to be excited for the next one because there's so much unknown. But this too shall pass. This is only a season. And these are all cheesy lines we hear, but they're things that I need to remind myself that it's not the end, and there is still hope, and I still need to be positive because we've still got 10. And that's a lot, and I'm so grateful for that. So, I'm sorry this has taken so long. I'm sorry that I suck at doing these videos and keeping you updated. But I cannot tell you how grateful I am for your support and your love and your prayers. And I hope you know that Myke and I pray for you too. Even though I'm not regular on here, especially of late, I just want you to know you're so not alone in this journey, because this journey is like Suckville. But we're going to get through it together. So, that's it. That's it for now. If you have any questions, if there's anything you want me to update you on, if there's any videos you'd like me to talk about, put that down below, I suppose. But remember, you can always email me. There's an email address in the description, and I'd love to hear from you. Right, thanks ladies. See ya.